Cloud Next on Air is on now. New content every Tuesday. Watch it anytime, on demand. Make a playlist. Watch what you want, when you want. You decide what's next.
Embracing AI gives organizations a competitive edge, and Google customers worldwide have used the technology to navigate uncertain times. Last week, Google Cloud Next on Air announced the new AI innovations in software and hardware. I am Abdurrahman Jaiz.
And I am Mohammed Fakhan.
And I'm Maryam Naeem. AI is transforming businesses by addressing a two-tier challenge, common problem like providing great customer service and specific issues unique to your industry too.
Today's keynote, Generating Value with AI, solves both. To truly unlock the value of AI, you first need to really focus on the business problem and not the technology. Customers tell us that their teams working on AI are composed of various skill sets, from machine learning engineers to data scientists to developers. So we have now the new tools for everyone on your team.
We've got more than 20 timely and important breakouts this week, including Responsible AI from Theory to Practice and our Contact Center AI State of the Union.
Remember to rate our session to tell us how we are doing. Join us this Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific or Friday at 11 a.m. Singapore time with live dev talks.
And keep learning with StudyJam, Cloud Hero Games, and our weekly training and certification discussion. It's all under Learning Opportunities on the Next On Air page. Register at Cloud Next to catch all our content on demand, customize your playlist, and watch at your leisure.
There's only one more week to book one-on-one appointments with our expert Googlers. And don't forget to hit Open Q&A to post comments or questions in any session or demo. And you'll hear from us within 24 hours.
And remember, new team content drops every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And next week, we'll wrap up our Next On Air series with What's Next in Enterprise IT, featuring a special keynote by yours host who shaped Google infrastructure. And as always, tune in for our extended version. We will bring it to you at 10 p.m. Moroccan time every Sunday. And until then, join the conversation using hashtag Google Cloud Next in our hashtag GDG Casablanca. We would love to hear your comments and see them in your interaction. So come connect with us, engage with us, and discover with us at Google Cloud Next on Air. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here. As we all know, this year has been really, really hard for all of us, but it's been really inspiring to see how many people and also organizations have been coming together to help each other during these times. Now, especially now as businesses started to refocus on the future, and thankfully things started to improve. Uh, Also, in Google believes that many organizations and industries will be able to apply many of the lessons that they learned during these unprecedented times as they build their businesses.
They are already working with many of you, and are looking forward to work with all of you across industries to imagine how they can successfully use AI to generate value of your business.
And they are very at an exciting point in time for AI. I've said it in the past, and that over the next decade, every organization will be transformed with AI. And last week, they have focused on the big question of how, from working with top enterprises, customers around the world, they've learned that the how actually comes in two flavors.
First, in solving common problem that businesses face, could be maybe a problem that are unique to your industry that they can solve by integrating into key workload, or they could be common problem across industries. For example, things like providing great customer service with your contact center, or maybe keeping up with documents heavy processes.
And the second thing is by equipping your team to build the best AI solutions to solve your unique problems and so on. Today, I'm going to share with you how AI is driving solutions to common problems. We will discuss how AI can solve your unique problems, and throughout, we are going to be share example stories of how customers are releasing value today. So, for those of you who are hands-on with the technology, we are going to show you some cool improvements to our products and ways that you can make an impact with your companies.
Yes, for those of you who are trying to understand how AI can better be right for you, we hope that we can spark some ideas about ways that you can be successful. So, before we get into the how, let's talk a little bit about the why. So, why should you be thinking about AI, and also why work with us on this? So, based on the trends we're seeing, it's important to build out those AI solutions sooner rather than later. The organization that embrace AI will have a competitive advantage and the window for being ahead of the pack rather than getting left behind is closing.
Uh, as for example, McKinsey recently published a study saying that companies that fully absorb AI in their value producing workflow by 2025 will actually dominate the 2030 world economy with a 120 increase in cash flow growth. So every organization will have an AI team, just like they all built web teams back in the 90s, for example, as we remember. And that makes the question of how they equipped you even more importantly.
So, to truly unlock the value of AI, you first need to really focus on the business problem and not the technology. And it really helps to work with companies that have already engaged with the customers to deploy AI at scales so they can help you overcome the roadblocks that you are going to face in the process.
Yes, that's why they are working so hard on this uh, Google Cloud AI, and it can help you with those roadblocks. And they can partner with you to solve these identifying business problems. There are really three reasons you should be thinking about Google here.
The first one is because of our leadership both in AI research throughout Google Research and also in particular application of AI throughout Google Product Launch Enterprise. Google Product Launch Enterprise trusts us to the advisors to their most critical transformation project. In addition to the innovation they are making on the software level, They are actually innovating all the way down to the hardware. For example, they just deliver a record-setting performance in 6 out of 8 benchmark in the latest round of performance benchmark release in July.
The second reason is that they bring our heritage and experience of deploying AI in the products across Google, in products like Google Photos, Gmail, and many more to help enterprise realize the value in AI. Our teams and ecosystem supports the largest brands in the world to infuse AI in production, to build new revenue streams, and to drive operational efficiency.
And the third reason is trust from an enterprise and the trust that they are able to have with their employees and customers, of course. It's a top priority for them. They are driving leadership in responsible AI through AI principles and recommended governance. These governance practices are things that they are practicing internally, and they are also working with customers on using the platform to identify and resolve complex issues. Things like bias in models during development and in evaluation phase. So, as I mentioned,
As we mentioned before, the first flavor of how organization will be transformed with AI is through solution to common problems. So let's get started with our horizontal solutions and how businesses decision makers who care about how AI can use them to gain a competitive advantage and optimize their business operations. The first solution that I'm going to talk about is contact center AI. They've taken our world-class conversation AI speech in natural language, and they've applied it to the contact center space so that you can improve customer experience and operational efficiency at the same time.
You can try it for yourself with the multiple CCI demos now available in our next on their demo areas. In first, easily plug into your existing workflows, and they have fully integration with the telephony providers like Avaya, Cisco, Genesis, Trio, and the 5.9, so that you can take advantage of your existing investments and the relationships. CCIA also helps expedite customer requests through virtual agents. It helps assist live agents, and it also offers a layer of insights. They are continuously to invest in CCII.
and last, uh, they launched Agent Assist for chat in addition to voice interactions, and they also announced the ability to create a custom voice that represents your unique brand. Now, as you can see and notice, Dialogflow is the technology that's the core of CCI.
And today I'm really excited to announce Dialogflow CX. This new version of Dialogflow offers customers the best virtual agent tool on the market. It is optimized for enterprise with large contact center designed to support complex conversational architecture, and it is truly an omni-channel. So you can build this once and deploy anywhere, both on your contact center and as well as digital and our social media. In social media also. Social
Creating
channels, sorry.
conversational experiences across devices and platforms just got easier. Google Cloud introduces Dialogflow Customer Experience, a powerful new tool for creating advanced virtual agents. Dialogflow CX offers new functionality specifically designed for large-scale implementations. Interactive flow visualizations allow conversation builders to quickly see, understand, and edit their work. A state-based data model allows developers to reuse intents, intuitively define transitions, and handle supplemental questions. In a single virtual agent, separate flows let multiple teams work simultaneously. Plus, there's versioning and environments at the flow level. And you'll have the ability to run A/B experiments and split traffic. Turn any Dialogflow CX agent into an IVR experience with customizable options. Easily assess model performance through the analytics dashboard. Let's kick the tires to see how it works. When you create a new agent, a start flow with welcome intent is provided. Add more flows for more complex agents. You can help customers find out your store location and hours. Start by creating intents for each. Creating an intent is easy. Just add some training phrases. Create the pages and route the matching intents to them. Now you're ready to try it out. A fully functioning bot in under 2 minutes. Engage and delight your customers with virtual agent experiences built using the all-new Dialogflow CX. Come see for yourself. Go online or talk to a Google Cloud representative today.
Dialogflow CX is truly state-of-the-art and will make it possible to give your end customers an improved experience with more intuitive conversations. It's so great to hear about the value that version is seeing earlier in this year, and they had the chance to use contact center AI to help organizations that are overwhelmed with the influx of demand of their contact centers. When they are launched a rapid responsive virtual agent, they made it possible to quickly build and implement a customized contact center AI virtual agent to respond to the common questions that people had due to COVID-19 over the chat, voice, and social channels.
Yeah, so to learn more about CCAI, check out the CAI State of the Union breakout, the next horizontal solution. We are trying to talk about it is a document AI that makes it possible to unlock insights from your documents with machine learning and use these to their fullest degree by extracting structured data from these unstructured documents. Customers are able to make better business decisions, whether it's things like processing invoices more quickly and accurately, knowing each of our your customers, or reducing these mortgage processing time, and many other use cases.
One company that has reimagined their document strategy by leveraging document AI is the industry-leading mortgages services provider, Mr. Cooper. They've challenged to manage domain-specific mortgages document types, and they've classified over 100 million pages. They've trained over they've trained over 130 critical mortgages document label, and they've achieved over 92% accuracy in this classification using Doc AI. They can trust their content will be accurately classified.
In the 1960s, tie-dye ruled. The space race was heating up, and the bleeding edge of quality control was the use of pigeons for visual inspections. Fast forward to the 2020s, and quality control has come a very long way. Now, artificial intelligence, not bird brains, is the driving force behind cutting-edge innovation in visual inspections. AI-driven visual inspection can solve many real-world problems for SAP customers, from automating warehouse processes to detecting and assessing damages. But in the past, building custom vision models was laborious and hard. That's why Google Cloud created AutoML Vision, so even non-programmers could tap into the power of AI visual inspection. Now, any company or manufacturer can process and analyze millions or billions of photos, documents, maps, and more automatically, and save days, weeks, or even months of manual work. One of the world's leading power companies, AES, relies on Google Cloud's AutoML Vision solution to identify manufacturing defects early and greatly reduce costs. Drone footage of windmill turbines is fed into AutoML Vision, which is trained to identify defects in the product images. The automated vision inspection model saved 57,000 hours of human inspection time in just 1 year and created about $10 million in cost savings. Manufacturing leader Kaiser Compressors uses Google Cloud Vision API with SAP Digital Manufacturing Cloud to automate visual quality control processes embedded into their manufacturing and business workflows, from the manufacturing assembly to their services operations. With Google Cloud and Vision AI, you can quickly process millions or billions of documents to understand their content, automate business workflows, and unlock new ways to gain value from your content. Learn more about Vision AI and how you can derive insights from your images in the cloud or at the edge at cloud.google.com/vision.
Earlier this year, they used the power of .ai to help the response to COVID-19. They developed the PP Lending AI solution to help lenders accelerate and automate processing, like the loan applications for the Paycheck Protection Program.
The Document AI PPP Parser API made it possible for lenders to help with large intake of volume of PPP loan requests by using AI to extract critical information from the loan document submitted by applicants.
They've also released some exciting updates for Document AI this year, ranging from Parser, which is a new way to extract text as well as spatial structures from documents, to the Invoice Parser, which is a specialized API that is highly accurate in processing invoices. To learn more about the Document AI, take a look at the Document AI overview breakout, or try the unlocking insights from the Document AI demo on the Next On website. They also have the demo for the Document AI on the website.
These horizontal solutions are solving problems that are common across industries, but sometimes needs can differ, and they need to consider industry-specific solutions. As Thomas mentioned in this opening keynote, they are investing in specialized solutions across industries and have worked with customers like Mackey's Fox and Cardinal Health. In addition, they expect that the movement of the e-commerce will continue to accelerate with the consistent of omni-channel experience, moving from a nice to have to must have.
The customers are struggling to optimize their merchandising and supply chain as well as the product discovered to drive conversion. They are building out solutions to address these needs, including things like demand forecasting, product search, and recommendations AI.
In July, they announced that their recommendation AI is now available in public beta, and it's already being used by companies like Sephora, the makeup company, in Hyannis, in healthcare, in health, also in healthcare. COVID-19 has forced institutions to rethink how they can provide high patient-centered care outside of the traditional care settings. They expected to continue to see a huge uptake in the use of remote collaboration in telemedicine tools. COVID-19 has further highlighted the need of better interoperabilities of healthcare data to enable remote care, as well as the ability to plan forward how healthcare organizations need to respond.
They formed a strategic partnership with Mayo Clinic, combining the cloud and AI capabilities with Mayo's clinical expertise to jointly develop solutions to transform healthcare. In financial services, they see a strong need to streamline processes, particularly those with complex document management processes, such as lending, for example.
And Enterprises are generating more tabular data than ever before, but it takes a lot of time and effort to turn datasets into actionable predictive insights, so we created AutoML tables on Google Cloud Platform. It enables you to automatically build and deploy state-of-the-art machine learning models on structured data at a massively increased speed and scale. What used to take weeks now only takes a few days. Imagine you had a tabular dataset with data primitives such as numbers, classes, strings, timestamps, lists, and nested fields. You can now use it to train custom ML models without writing a single line of code. Our graphical interface guides users through the full end-to-end machine learning lifecycle, making it easy for anyone on your team to build models and reliably incorporate them into broader applications. With AutoML tables, data scientists, analysts, and developers can automatically build and deploy state-of-the-art machine learning models on structured data by simply choosing a target for prediction. Transform your business by leveraging your enterprise data to tackle mission-critical tasks like supply chain management, fraud detection, lead conversion optimization, increasing customer lifetime value, and more. Suppose you wanted to know which customers were likely to make a recurring direct deposit at your bank. You could use your data in Google BigQuery and quickly create a model predicting this outcome based on the input features you have. Let's take a look at the AutoML tables UI. First, ingest your data either through BigQuery or from a CSV file. Then, define your data schema and choose your target for prediction. You will also have information about the features and target in your dataset. Now you are ready to train your data. Simply specify the number of hours that you would like to train for. When training completes, you can view a number of evaluation metrics for how well this model performs, as well as label specific metrics and feature importance. Finally, you are ready to deploy your model. Afterwards, you can generate predictions in the UI or with a simple REST API call. This process was easy from start to finish. Simply input your training data and AutoML tables will scalably build and deploy a state-of-the-art model. You can learn more here.
Today, we are excited to announce two new solutions designed to make this easier for financial services organizations. The first one is LendingDoc AI. LendingDoc AI is a solution built specifically to help financial institutions process mortgages more quickly and efficiently. It automates many of the routine documents review, so people can focus on the more complex decisions. The second one is to prepare the PayDoc AI for broker to pay help enterprise automate one of their highest value and highest value business processes, which is the procurement cycle.
They provide a group of AI-powered parsers, starting with the invoices and the receipts that check documents in a variety of formats and return cleanly structured data.
Another area that companies like HCBC are starting to look at to transform and modernize their end customers' experience, and also helping better manage risk. And they're working with them on solutions like AutoML on Chimney and laundering and KYC. Know your customers in media and entertainment. Especially gaming, they are seeing customers with a large amount of data, and especially things like video and media files. Especially companies with those like Fox Sports are starting to use the make use of the massive amounts of content, and with their video content they want to make it possible to search and also do interesting work with that content.
And also, we need to mention the work done in manufacturing. They expect to see more distributed manufacturing lines and to make it safer for worker. They also more efficiently for and also make it more efficiently for organization companies like Kyocera. Like for example, Kyocera are using the AI in defect detection, and they are creating offerings like adaptive control to drive energy efficiency and optimization in building and factories.
Google Cloud Next on Air is on now. New content every Tuesday. Watch it anytime, on demand. Make a playlist. Watch what you want, when you want. You decide what's next.
Welcome back, everyone. This is the recap portion of our podcast. It is week 8 of Google Cloud Next 20 on Air. We are GDG Casablanca's organizers, and we are bringing you this week 5 must-watch session all about AI.
Google Cloud's Region Search and Tringlio share insights on how customers have deployed AI to transform their organization in this week's keynote, generating value with AI.
Want to learn Google's approach to building AI principles into Google's product? Catch this breakout session, Responsible AI, from theory to practice.
See how virtual agents listen, understand, and respond in real time in this demo. Contact Center AI Virtual Agent.
Keep building your cloud knowledge with live Q&A and the hands-on lab. AI Performs, QWIK, starts with a friendly scheduling for all countries.
Learn about race, access, and equity for tech-focused cities in this week's DEI session, Race and Education in Modern Technopolis.
There is still time to book a 15-minute one-on-one appointment with Google experts. Go to Cloud Next on Air website, click Explore, hit Connect, and get help solving any cloud challenge.
We've got one more week of new content dropping Tuesday, September 8th at 9 a.m. And you can always join our online podcast every Sunday at 10 p.m. Moroccan time. If you missed anything, it's all available on demand. Just go to the to Cloud Next website, and as always, make sure to join the conversation on social media using hashtag GDG Casablanca and hashtag Google Cloud Next. We would love to hear your insight, and see you next week. Bye bye.